Hello guys and welcome to Jules Creations. Yes, don't look at my house, it's dirty. That's my thing. Okay? I wanted to bring you along to show you the end results of my dehydrated eggs. I'm not sure if I put when I was dehydrating these eggs on this channel or on Facebook. So you might want to go in there and check it out just in case. It's under Jules Creations as well. But, okay. The thing that happened with me when I was doing the eggs, people do them raw and people do them scrambled eggs. I tried to do the raw, it didn't work. Why? Because I don't have the proper mesh on the bottom, which they call this still the fruit trays or whatever that go on top of the trays, but you guys, it was a hot mess. So don't do it, okay? This is what I have. Okay, it looks kind of like, you know, those things that you put when you put in your kitchen for your drawers and stuff. It kind of looks like that, so I don't know. But anyways, I put two just in case it would go through. Not the scrambled eggs, but when I was already going to put them in there again because it was going to be more powdery. So that's what I've done. Hopefully they're, because I put I cooked them with, what is it, butter. Yeah, I can't believe it's not butter. So I might have put a lot on some and a little bit on the others, but I've left it out for an extra day. So one day it was doing its work, and then the next day I just left it like that just to kind of, and then I did spread it on something so it could take some of the oil, which it did, but not as much. Okay, I'm going to try to not make a big mess. So we're going to see how much it fits in this ball wide mouth. And this is supposed to be like, I think it's, let me see. It's 2 cups. I want to say it's about 2.5 cups. So a pint and a half. This is where you would do like your, I just went blank. If I remember, I'll let you know. But they're long, something in there. I'll remember and I'll let you know. So I'm trying to get this without like messing it up. I should have probably brought like a spoon or something, but I didn't. Okay. So I'm going to try to like grab it and hopefully it doesn't, I mean, I got a little bit on me, but it wasn't that bad. But I'm not trying to really, yeah, it's kind of going on the bottom a little bit. So, let's see if I can bring you guys this way. That way you guys can see it on this side. Okay, when I put it there. Okay, I'm going to try to put this up here. Because I am getting some crumbs all around me. So I'm trying not to do that. And if anything falls, it falls back in the tray. Or the trays, right? But with me, right? Remember, I am disabled. And even if you weren't, I think it would still be a little hard. But at least you would be able to maneuver a little bit better, right? With your feet and everything else. So, here's my jar. I'm trying not to move it too much because I'm trying not to disturb it as much, right? I'm trying to put the thing back in there so it doesn't collapse on me. Alright. We're going to do as much as we can, you guys, okay? So, I'm just, yeah, you're seeing that. I'm just pouring it in there. Right? And it seems like one of these is going to fill up the 1.5 pint. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and make sure all of the crumbs are out. I'm not going to be able to do this like right away, but I just don't want to waste anything, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do with the rest of this, so it doesn't go anywhere or everywhere, right? Because it is going places. But I'm going to put it on top of the cover of the dehydrator, just so I could still have some stuff to contain it in. Because look, if you see, there's powder there. You see that? That's the egg powder, okay? So I'm trying not to lose as much as possible. I'm trying to save as much as possible, if I may say that. Okay, so there's stuff on the on this right here. So make sure you use one of these because it'll be probably better for you to contain it. Okay, now this is how much it got from one. But again, I did like 30 to 35 eggs. 30 to 35 eggs. And I did all the trays, which was 7 trays, right? And we'll see. I'm going to use the pint jars only because, or I mean the quart jars. Because I don't have any more of these. I use these for my asparagus. That's what it is. Like asparagus, okay? Or you can use it for whatever, but for me, that's what I used it for. Okay, so this is a pint. Let me make sure I look at the label. Yeah, these are pint jars. So I'm going to switch it. I know I still have a little bit of space here, but I'm going to switch it up only because, and then I could add to it, because I don't want to mess up my whole thing here. So I want to assume that it's only going to fit like maybe, I don't know, half of it, or maybe less than half of this. And in this one, I did put 2 of them, but I had to cut some of the bottom parts. So I have to be very extremely careful on this. Oh, these are actually half sheets because I had to cut them in half. So let me see how we're going to work with this one. So again, this is not staged, so you see that whatever I'm doing, you guys will be able to see. Okay? Again, I'm just going to prop this here, and I know you can't really see it because, and I apologize, but I made a big mess on the bottom now. But there it goes, right? One of the halves of this one. It's a little messy, you guys, but it's going to be so good. I'm going to try to do maybe some breakfast tomorrow with these eggs and see how that works. And I'll bring you guys along with it just to kind of see how they hydrate it back, right? Because we want to see if this is going to be a good thing. Now, usually when I experiment, I don't experiment with a lot. But because I've seen it work, that's the reason why I actually went ahead and did it. But yeah, usually I just kind of wait. Like I'm going to do an experiment. Oh shoot, I don't want to drop all that. I'm going to do an experiment with something else that I just bought at Costco. And it's veggies with, what was it? Veggies with, I want to say it was, oh my gosh, chicken. Sorry you guys, I'm going crazy today. So it was with chicken and veggies, and they were like on sale for $5 a bag. And it's, you just put it in there, you put it in the microwave or in a pot, and it cooks really, really good. And I've had that before. I bought it for my kids before, so that's nothing new. But the new thing is I want to dehydrate it to see if it works. Because if it does work, I could go back and get a couple of more. It has the chicken and the vegetables, and that's awesome. Okay, I'm trying not to make more of a mess than I need to, right? But with me, it's messy. So there you go. I'm going to add a little bit of this because it's way overflowing, if you can see. And kind of do that. And what I'm going to do with these jars, you guys, I am going to seal them, okay? I'm going to seal them for a long term. And then I'll rotate them if I need to. But I don't know what's the shelf life on these, to be honest with you. I really don't know. I don't remember. When I saw, I think I only saw like a handful of videos. Okay, so the first time that I went through there was chunks, right? And I went through it and I grinded it again. So you might see lumps in there or chunks, but it's not that it's chunky. It's because I already went through it and grind it again. Okay, but you need to be careful because you will have clumps. And then just go through it again. And that's exactly what I did. I just went through it again. And, but look. You see there's a little air pocket right there. I don't know if you could really see it. But it's not that big of a deal. And it's fine. You just kind of like have to do this, and you'll make more room to put more in there, okay? So I want to say that I'm going to get at least this one and then 2 more of the pints, okay? But imagine trying to store, which you can't store raw eggs, right? You can't store them because they're going to go bad. Okay, I'm doing this because it has a wide mouth, but if you have the other mouth, you should use the other item. Okay, so there you go. The more that you do this, or even like go down like this on something, or even your hand, it's settling more there. See, look at that. Look at that. Okay, I mean, I could put a lot more in there, which I am, or a little bit more, but I want to show you these clumps right here, okay? They look like clumps, but they're not, okay? Because they've already been in the grinder twice, okay? But I just wanted to show you just in case. But again, I did it twice, and then I did it one more time for the clumps that were actually there. So if you're gonna do this, just make sure you grind it really, really good, right? Because you don't want lumps in there, because that means that it's not hydrated all the way, and you don't want that. You don't want to mess up a whole batch, right? And then just because you didn't do the correct and proper procedures, okay? Again, I am not a professional, you guys. I really am not. But look at, okay? Let me see how much more room I can make. And after this, I'm not going to put any more, only because you should leave a head space, okay? I'm okay with this because you're not going to boil them or anything when you're doing pressure cooking, which this is fine. And then I'll put the cap. Oh, and this is the wide mouth, so I have to give me the wide mouth cap. So I didn't get those, you guys. So I'm going to leave it there. Okay, I'm going to do this one. This is well, actually, let me finish this one up. This one right here is a wide mouth as well. This one is the smaller mouth, okay? And that's just what they call them. And that's why I'm calling them that. So I'm just going to kind of go like this to this one and then put it up there. And again, I'm just going to go and redo this one. Take out everything that I can from here. And I'll let you guys know how much I got from that, okay? Because even with the spices, you guys, when you grind them, I have noticed that a lot of stuff stays on the top or inside. And I kind of scrape it, not scrape it, but with like one of those things that you use for pastry. I just do that all around, and it does a really good job, you guys, and I get a lot still out. Not a whole lot, but I mean a lot that you're like, oh my gosh, I was throwing all this away because you're washing it, okay? But again, like this, it has a lot. And sorry you're seeing my big old fat arms. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, I'm trying to not drop this section that I just did right here. I'm trying to just salvage it. It's a little bit, but a little goes a long way, you guys. Don't throw anything away if there's some stuff that you've been thinking about throwing away. Think what you could use it for, because, you know, a lot of people, like, they do say, like, I have a lot of stuff, but you know what? Trust me. When I need it, I have it. And then they're like, oh my gosh, right? For example, when I go to the 99-cent store, I have bought Oreo cookies. I have bought stuff that are like hecka expensive in the stores, grocery stores, whatever. And there's friends of ours that love Oreos, and I've been able to bless them. We've been able to bless them with that because, you know, if it's a birthday or whatever, I give it to them. And sometimes just because, right? Why not? So then they're so grateful and so happy because, of course, they didn't go spend all that money, $3, $4 for a pack that I got for $1. And it's the same thing, you guys. Okay? So I'm trying not to spill anything here. I'm trying to put as much as possible in here that it kind of went through here. But again, I'm going to go through it, make sure that I get as much as possible out of it. Okay, now, I know I don't have a big, okay, this was 3 trays. I know I don't have a big followers that are my age. Okay, I know they're more of my daughter's age, which is okay. But let me tell you one thing. If you love your parents, right? If you love them, and I'm being honest, if you love them and there's this kind of stuff that they would like to do, but they just don't do it. It would be so nice if my kids would actually like get into it, and I mean sometimes they do, but not all the time. And that would help me so much. And not only that, that would make me feel so happy to actually have them be like, yeah, Mom, this is awesome, you know? This is good. But not all the time. They do criticize that I can a lot, right? And I'm trying to spill this, you guys, and still talk to you guys. But I want to tell you that when I've canned a lot and I made a meal, they love the meal. Okay? I'm being serious. Like, you cannot go wrong by trying to prep, because I've heard people that they say, well, if nothing happens, then we'll throw it away. I ain't throwing it away, because I am like cooking out of my food. I really am. I'm not just storing it to store. I'm actually storing it to eat every day if I can, because for me, if you guys know me, my shoulders hurt a lot. I know I have to go through a surgery. I don't want to go through the surgery, but if I have to, I have to. I will be out for at least 6 months for one of my shoulders. And that's a normal person. Of course, I'm not normal because I'm disabled. I have to use my, so this was pretty high, but after I hit it a couple of times, I might be able to fit that other part in here, okay? As much as I can, because I don't want to use another container for that, which is fine. I could use that for my eggs that I'm going to do for the next time that I put you guys on. But I do have a lot of stuff that I want to do, you guys. For example, I'm going to put all this in here because I feel like I'll be able to squeeze it in there. I want to can some, let me see if I could take it out without making a mess. Yeah. I want to be able to can some, I did can some cheese, right? And I want to can some cream cheese because I saw people doing it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is like an awesome idea, because sometimes when I get them on sale, okay, there's another lump here, but I want to show you guys. And maybe it is a lump, maybe it isn't. But look, see? It's not a lump. It's just, it looks like it's a lump, but it's not. Okay. So, I know I could put a little bit more in here, which I am in. Because I did use this one, I better make sure that I wash it, rinse it out. Because you don't want eggs with something else that you're going to be doing. Right? You don't want to do that. So, if it's contaminated, make sure you clean it up. I'm going to try to, I don't even know why I did this, but. So, it was a pint and a half, which is a bigger one, right? And then the pint by itself. So we got a lot in there, you guys. Okay, I say a lot because I didn't want to use a lot of jars, right? But for 30 eggs, you can't beat the space that you're going to save. And not only that, oh shoot, I'm making a mess. Not only that you're going to be able to store for long term, okay? For example, with the eggs, you could cook with them and bake with them and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that, you guys. So this is what you do. And then I have a sealer. Okay, these are old. I've used these before. They are not recommended to use twice, but I do use them if I see that the seal is still okay. Plus, I will know if the seal is still okay if I seal it with my food saver, and then I'll know. And if it doesn't work, then I'll just throw it away. But I did buy some other ones. But that's all I have, you guys. But check it out. Let me see if I could bring the other cap for it so you guys can see it really quick. Because I want to show you the difference of the white mouth and the Sorry about that, you guys. Making some noise. The wide mouth and the regular mouth. Okay? So I'll show you guys that. That way you guys can see and know what I'm talking about. So I don't want you guys to leave and be like, well, she just gave us this information, but she didn't show us. Okay? So, I like to put my stuff in wide mouths. Why? Because, there it goes. Because the wide mouth, excuse me, when you take out your food, it's better to get out rather than the smaller mouth. Okay, so this is a smaller mouth. That's why they call it wide mouth, small, and regular mouth. This one, look at how big it is. Look at the difference, right? Okay, difference. And this is the rings, okay, and then this is the sealer. All right. So when you scoop out food, look at how I could probably put my finger in there. Not that I'm going to do that, but, right? And with the other one, which is the regular mouth, but I don't care. I'll still buy it whatever is cheaper. Like, look at how more confined I am, right? Okay, guys. I don't want to make this too long. I was going to show you guys how I'm going to do it, but I can show you in a different video. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. Remember, the decisions you make today will not just affect you, but those that love you and surround you. So please make good choices. Be blessed. Bye.